Welcome to Uninet's instructional video on how to use the iColor TransferRip software. We have some great features to show you, such as white underprinting and overprinting in one pass, changing and removing spot colors, rasterization, cost calculation, advanced layout tools, and much more. Once you purchase the software, your representative will email a link that contains the installation software, user manual, profiles, and a sample graphic. Follow the instructions carefully to install the software, then insert the iColor TransferRip dongle into a free USB port on your computer. Once installed, double-click the TransferRip icon on your desktop to launch the program. The software will prompt you to enter your update code. Cut and paste from the email you received from your representative into the update code field. Note it will tell you the update plan and validation date. Once accepted, the word demo at the top of the screen will have been removed. If you were working in demo mode previously, you will have to delete and re-import your images to remove the watermark. The iColor TransferRip software ships with two different transfer profiles for use with the iColor series of printers. One for CMYK printing and another one for CMY white printing. Click the Import button on the bottom right, navigate to where you save the profiles, double-click on the CMYK profile to install. Repeat the process for the CMY white profile, and now your profiles are installed. Next, click Color Mapping to choose your cartridge configuration. A configuration is suitable for white underprinting and right side reading, where you would want white printed first and then color on top for clear or dark substrates. You could also use this configuration for regular CMYK printing for items such as brochures or banners on white paper stock. B configuration would be used for white or clear overprinting and reverse print applications when printing on transfer paper for t-shirts and other textiles and substrates. For your reference, the color at the top of the list represents the cartridge placed in the back of the machine, and the color at the bottom of the list represents the cartridge placed in front. The cartridge configuration shown should match exactly to what you have installed in your iColor machine. In this example, we will set the mapping to B configuration. Click Save. You are now ready for garment printing. To proceed, double-click the applicable profile. In this case, we will choose the CMY white profile for white overprint. Step 2 is where you choose the image with which you want to work. Select the size of the paper from the drop-down. Click Load File and double-click your image. Click once to bring up a preview of the image and reconfirm the size of paper being used. Click the image once to go to Step 3. The green vertical bar to the right indicates the software is rendering. In Step 3, you have various color control options. To manipulate certain colors in the image, click the plus under Selective Color Correction. For example, if you want to change the color of the bird's beak, click Source Color, click the beak, the color is repeated in the source color field, then click Destination Color and choose the color you wish the beak to become. In this example, we will change it to 100% cyan. You could choose your color adjustment here. 20 is a good place to start. You can also adjust your accuracy and tolerance here. Once satisfied, click Save to activate. Now you can see that every area that was orange is now blue. You can add other color corrections just by clicking plus. You can edit each correction or delete it by selecting the particular correction you don't want and clicking the X. All colors will then revert back to the original. You can perform simple changes in brightness, contrast, saturation, hue, as well as the CMYK levels. You can also remove colors that are unwanted. Another great feature included in the iColor TransferRip software is the ability to change the background color so that you can see what your artwork would look like on various substrate colors. Just click Substrate Color and a color palette will appear. Choose the substrate color you wish to see and click OK. In this case, we will choose black. Now let's try blue. With this feature, it's easier to visualize what your graphic will truly look like once it's transferred to your garment. Let's put back the default settings and remove a color. Let's say this graphic was going to be put on a black shirt. We would suggest that you remove the color black from anywhere in the image and allow the color of the shirt to represent black. That means it's not necessary to reproduce the color black in the eyes. Click Remove Color, choose the color in the image that you would like to remove, and click Save. Under the tolerance selection, a good place to start would be around 8. You might need to adjust accordingly based on your image. In this case, a tolerance of 8 was perfect and the eye color was removed. Remember, on your finished garment, the eyes will be seen because the area around the eyes will be white toner and the middle would be left blank, allowing the color of the garment to show through. Click Next for Step 4, the white channel. Here is where the amount of white toner which will be printed can be monitored and adjusted. One of the unique benefits of the iColor TransferRip is that the white coverage level is defaulted at 150% coverage. Other printing systems on the market give you a standard 300% white toner coverage, which in this case is double the amount of toner that's required to print. When using a two-step paper system, double the amount of toner means double the cost to print. Reducing the toner used also improves durability, washability, and softens the hand. The iColor TransferRip saves you a great deal of money in terms of white toner usage. Let's bring it down to 200%. Spot channel fill-up should be left on if you want to use the white channel. If not, it can be shut off. You can change the spot color to clear toner, which is an available option for iColor printers, but we'll leave it on white for this example. Leave the spot on a factor of 1. You can always modify the amount of white coverage. You can bring it all the way down to 50% coverage, or all the way up to 400% for maximum coverage. Maximum coverage is suitable for use with iColor Light transfer paper, which is a one-step product. When using this paper, the printed transfer sheet is applied directly to your garment without the use of an adhesive, so the more white, the better in that case. The same might apply when printing on dark or clear papers. If you are using a two-step paper, we suggest staying with 150% to 200% coverage. The underfilling reduces or chokes the white layer behind your graphic, so it's not seen when pressed to your garment. 2 or 3 pixel underfilling is suggested. When satisfied, click Next to move on to Step 5. In the final step, choose the appropriate printer from the drop-down, the number of copies you wish to print, and if you wish to mirror print, which is necessary for all garment and textile printing. For right-side reading applications like labels and transparencies, you would choose None. The screening section allows you to put little holes in your image to make it more washable and durable. This is called rasterization. You might want to choose the micromask function and apply the settings accordingly. The mask allows you to choose the size of the holes in the image. The micromask percentage represents the percentage of the garment that would be covered by the holes. We don't suggest altering any other variables. To see a preview of the rasterized image, click Preview. Here, you can see a representation of the tiny holes that would print in your image. Zooming in, you can really see what this would look like on your garment. Click Close or the X to continue. If you just want to use maximum printer resolution, you would use Screening from Printer. Another popular feature is use screening as configured as a mask, recommended for dark media. This is great for printing on dark garments because it removes a lot of the darker colors that would typically print and instead allow your garment to represent that color, saving toner, increasing durability, washability, and softening the hand. In this example, we will use screening from printer, which is the most common setting. Under the media type, pick the appropriate setting depending on the paper you are using. For iColor Premium paper, choose medium or heavy. For iColor Standard 2-step paper, choose transparency. And for iColor Light 1-step paper, choose ultra heavy. We suggest you force the manual tray in user-defined media size. The offset feature allows you to move your finished output on the page accordingly. For garment printing, this typically isn't necessary, but when printing on paper, transparencies, or media that is pre-die cut like label media, you might need to adjust the image slightly to align properly. At the bottom, you can import custom ICC profiles. When satisfied, click Print. Included in the iColor TransferRip is a cost calculation tool. This will allow you to see what your toner and consumable costs will be before you print. Click System and then Global Settings to set up the currency and unit of measure for your region. Click Save. Next, you can import cost profiles that your iColor dealer may have provided. Click Calculation, then Calculation Settings. Click Import and navigate to where you save the profile. Double-click on the profile you wish to install. Your profile may already include the cost of each toner cartridge as well as the cost of the media you are using. You can create many different profiles to suit each circumstance. Click Calculation, then Calculation Settings. Click New, name your profile, and enter the values as needed. From the Step 5 screen, you can now click Calculation at the bottom right of the screen before you print to obtain your costs. Choose your profile, and the cost calculation will appear. This will show you your costs itemized by consumable, with a grand total at the bottom of the screen. For a complete report of the cost analysis, click Output. Name your file and click Save in the desired location of your PC. It will save as a 4-page PDF document. Open the document and you will see page 1, the cost calculation screen. Page 2 is the graphic as seen in Step 2, color management. Page 3, the white channel, and the amount of white coverage as seen in Step 3. Page 4 shows the printer and screening settings as seen in Step 5. Note that the total cost to print this sheet was around 22 cents, but since we are printing 9 logos, the actual cost per graphic is less than 3 cents, and that is including a white underprint. You can save each of your cost calculations for later use by clicking Save. Here you will see a list of saved calculations where you can delete any that are no longer wanted by highlighting and clicking Delete. When satisfied, click Close. The Layout function is a very useful tool which allows you to rotate, change the size, or group images in one sheet without having to alter your original graphics. Click Layout and the In-Positioning window opens up. Click New, name your job, choose your unit of measure, and click Next. Now you can add files that you want included on your sheet. Just click Load File and choose the images you want to use. It's best to import all graphics you wish to use now. In this example, we will import 3 graphics. Click on each to preview them, and when satisfied, click Next. Under the Sheet Creation tab, click Add New Sheet. In this mode, you can create custom page sizes. Name your sheet and choose the size of the sheet with which you wish to work. You can also rotate the sheet but in this example we will not. Click Save. Click on the sheet you just created. It will be represented in gray to the left. Click on the image you want to add to your sheet, then click plus. Here you can choose the size, position, and rotation of the image on the page. Page scale determines how large the image will be on the sheet. Page position moves the graphic over from the left and down from the top. You can also rotate the image. The values entered will drop the graphic in the upper left corner of the sheet. Let's add the second graphic. Enter the necessary values and click Save. This image will be placed in the upper right corner of the sheet. Add the third graphic in the same way. You can edit any graphic on the sheet by right-clicking on it and choosing Edit Page Parameters. Let's rotate this one 90 degrees. We are also updating the page position so the graphic is centered on the sheet. This stage will require some trial and error, but it will get easier with more experience. When complete, click Output. Name the job and choose your profile. We are choosing the white toner profile. It will pop up in your regular job selection window as seen in Step 2. Click on it and you will see we have the same 11 by 17 layout with all three images. If the In-Positioning window is still open, you can close it once the sheet has been imported into the job selection screen. Now let's create a banner using the Layout tool. Click Layout, then New, name your job, and click Next. Click Load File and import your banner graphic. Click on it to preview, then click Next. Click Add New Sheet. Name the sheet and enter the banner dimensions. We will create an 11.6 by 52-inch sheet to be printed on the iColor 600. We will rotate the sheet vertically and click Save. Now place the image on the sheet. The size and position do not need to be altered in this case. Oops, forgot to rotate the image. Right-click and edit to quickly fix it. Once satisfied, click Output. Choose your profile and click Output again. Choosing the CMY white profile will allow for white underprint. This is perfect for printing on iColor Clear Window Clean media. If printing on regular banner paper, choose the CMYK profile because there would be no need for white in this case. Close the In-Positioning window. You can see that the job was imported properly. Now you have a custom sheet ready to be printed. For more detailed instruction, please consult your iColor TransferRip user manual. Thank you for watching.